Well, good morning, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you this wonderful Wednesday payday morning here in Team Effort Network? How is everyone doing? Waking up to a brand new day, new beginnings begin, new goals to be set, new dreams to be dreamed, new visions to be seen. And I do hope that you woke up with the right attitude, because waking up with the right attitude is going to get your day started in the right direction for great success. As you have learned by listening to the Team Effort Lifestyle call, that success is nothing but an attitude. So if you want good success, you have to have a good attitude. And if you want bad success, well, you know how it goes. But we know here in Team Effort Network, we all have a good attitude because we are doing some amazing things that is changing people's lives around the globe. I'm excited to say, family, that we are just 2 weeks away from the Big Ten extravaganza, just 2 weeks away from history in the making. I can only imagine what's going to take place at the Mirage in Las Vegas, Nevada on March the 14th. Just 2 weeks away, family. Can't wait to get there. Well, you have dialed into the Team Effort Lifestyle call, and this is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, along with my business partner, one-star DCQ qualified, Pastor Del Wafer. Well, family, the line is open. You are welcome to introduce yourself and let us know where you're calling in from.
Michael McLean from Brookfield, Maryland.
Well, good morning, Michael. How are you, sir?
I'm blessed. Blessed by the best.
That's right. I know you are blessed indeed. And, Michael, you have such an amazing testimony in Team Effort Network. And I know we're going to have you and your beautiful wife, Linda. I love Linda so much. We're going to have you on Friday to share your story. But your testimony, I think about your story and those horses and your testimony so often, and it's just beautiful to hear you say it. So we're definitely looking forward to having you on the call Friday to share with us.
Yes, I'm excited. Yes, I can't wait to share my story with you.
And we're looking forward to seeing you Saturday at the big event.
Yes.
Thank you for being here this morning. Well, family, keep it coming. Who else is with us? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
Sandy Goins, Springdale, Maryland.
Good morning, Miss Sandy Goins. I'm going to call you Miss Encourager. You are a blessing to the team. Your presence, your thoughtfulness, we just love and appreciate you so much. And thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be a part of the team. I should have a new partner on the line, another Pastor Dale. He said he was going to join in.
Wonderful. What's the person's name?
His name is Pastor Dale.
Oh, his name is Pastor Dale. Well, I tell you what, if his name is Pastor Dale, girl, you got a winner on your team.
I believe I do. He's excited. He's so excited, and he said he's going to bring his family.
Oh, my goodness. Can't wait to meet him at the big event.
He will be there, as a matter of fact, on Saturday. It's his plan to be there Saturday, but of course I have to be in New Jersey, so hopefully you'll meet him on Saturday. He came in. He was at LA's last night. Sandy last night.
Wow, go ahead, Miss L.A. Anderson, setting them up. Sandy, you're doing a very wise thing. Now you're going to be out of town. We got a big event coming up this Saturday. You're going to be out of town. But that's not stopping you from making sure your guests get to the big event. That is a very wise thing to do. Because you know they're going to be taken care of, right, Sandy?
Exactly.
Wow. Well,
that's why we call Team Effort.
That's right, Sandy. That's right, because teamwork makes the dream work.
Amen.
John Joseph, Emeryville, California.
Well, hello, Mr. Joseph. How are you, sir?
I am doing wonderful. I am thankful and grateful for being part of the 10 family.
Wow. You know what, John, we're part of a great thing, aren't we? Have you ever been a part of anything that is really making such a big impact on people's lives?
It's making such an impact with their health, their wealth, and even a social being.
Yes. And we're growing worldwide. We got so many. We have such a huge family. And we just continue to grow every day.
We loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
I am just loving all these greetings that are coming in this morning. Your passion and your love is just bursting forth. And, you know, when you're a part of something as amazing as Team Effort Network, you just cannot help but share that, but express that. I'm so excited for Sandy. She sounds like she has herself a winner on her team. His name is Pastor Dell. My goodness, I'm telling you, I can't wait for Pastor Dell and Pastor Dell to meet each other. That's going to be something wonderful. So we want to thank you, family, for just dialing in and sharing your heart and just being a part of what's making a difference throughout the globe. Thank you, Donald Joseph, you know, for just always sharing your passion and having your calls in the evenings and just expressing exactly what's happening in 10 and making people aware, consciously aware, that you really need to be a part of this. Everyone wants to have good health. I can't think of one soul that would not be willing to have good health, or even a person that's in good health that would not want to be that would not want to continue on that course of having good health. And this is what we offer here with the 10 vitamin sprays. Being mindful, we cannot make any claim that our vitamin sprays can heal or cure any sickness or disease you may have. But we can say, there's one thing we can say for sure, many, many wonderful stories have come through as a result of taking the vitamin sprays. People with high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, lung conditions, rheumatoid arthritis, having seizures, brain conditions, Alzheimer's, you know, vision problems, all kind of stories that we're getting that are coming forth, and these conditions being corrected as a result of giving your body these natural nutrition in the form of the 10 vitamin sprays. And then people's finances are changing. You know, they're out and they're sharing these products, and people want them. Of course, who wouldn't want them? So your finances are increasing. And today and Wednesday, Team Network, it's payday. It's payday because every Wednesday for the last 12 years, nonstop, paychecks has gone out to Team Effort International, and it's going to continue. And you're getting one that's good. If you're not getting one, then you need to share a little bit more because you can get paid every week. You can get paid every month here at Team Effort Network. The compensation plan is set up for you to win. All you have to do is just be bold enough and compassionate enough and use the product, and then just share your story. Just share your story. People are going to want to be a part of what you're doing. I said earlier, we are just 2 weeks away. Just 2 weeks away from one of the biggest days in Team Effort Network. This is going to be our first year birthday celebration of changing people's lives. March the 14th. It's history in the making. It's going to be something amazing that's going to happen in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's going to be amazing. The atmosphere is set. I feel it in the atmosphere. And I pray each and every one of you are sincere about being there, that you have your ticket, that you're in position, and that you're going to be there to be a part of this big life-changing celebration. I can't wait to get there. But I'm going to come right here and bring on my business partner, DCQ Qualified One-Star, Pastor Del Wafer. Are you there, sir?
I am here. I'm here. Well, sounds like we have a lot of excitement there on the call.
Yes, indeed it was. I think we could have just let everybody introduce themselves, and that would have been the call for today. Because everyone
that would have been the call for today.
And did you hear we have another pastor? We have another pastor on board.
I heard you say that. Good. I tell you, we need some more heavy lifters out here. Well, we are really right here, guys. Just think about this. Last year, 6-7 months ago, we were talking about, the 1 year anniversary and, getting to Las Vegas, and we are literally here. I mean, we're just weeks away from the big day. I was talking to some people yesterday, and they're like, I can't wait to get to Vegas. I'm excited about getting to Vegas. I can't wait to find out what the new sprays are. People are really excited, and we're just a couple of weeks away from literally, getting the synergy to take us for the next year in building this business and changing people's lives. I'm really, really hopeful that people that are on this call can really see why this is such an important company to be a part of. Right now, with the small number of people that we have in the company, and right now being able to be in the position to celebrate the 1-year anniversary, and to remember, in 1 year, we've done so much, but the next year, we're going to do so much more together. And so we're looking to grow 10-fold next year, and Las Vegas is just going to be the beginning of the flag saying, go, start the race.
And Pastor Dale, you know yourself, and you have witnessed that every single time we have a big event, and Melanie McGill at the head of this big event, every single time the business just grows like crazy. We witness this every time. We just multiply like crazy. And it would be a very wise thing that if you're on this call and you're a guest and you're thinking about being a part of this team, it'd be very wise for you to be a part of this team before that big event, because you will be put in a good position. You will be put in a good position if you go ahead and become a part of this team this week. You want to do it before March the 14th, because after that, when everybody gets back home and they start spreading the word, we're going to grow even more like wildflower.
Well, you can get a lot of attention right now, and that's why it's so important, as you said, if you want to be a part of this business, this is the time to do it. Because you can get a lot of attention right now and people focused working with you. Let me tell you, when people come back from the big event, they're going to be so busy trying to bring in as many people as possible. You may get overlooked because of the excitement that we have. And so right now is a good place to tie yourself in so you can benefit from the growth that's going to take place in your organization because of all of the excitement of the people coming back. In September, you remember Pastor Denise, in September last year when Mel and Amy came, that next few weeks we grew like 40 people, 50 people, 35 people every single week after that event. I mean, the numbers were crazy. Our checks was huge coming back from that, okay? So again, this is going to be the same thing. It's going to be on a more dynamic and a larger scale, because it's not just going to be Mel and Amy that's going to be there, but it's going to be every top leader in the company is going to be in Las Vegas. And so you can imagine what those leaders are going to do when they get back. Not just what, the regular team is going to do, but when the leaders get this information, they're going to come back and they're going to be so pumped to build their business. You're going to have so much advantage of being in your position now. And so I say, if you're on the fence about this company, if you're on the fence, and come out to our Super Saturday here in Maryland on this Saturday, the 28th. Join today. Come to the TTP tomorrow. Get yourself in a position. Lock yourself in now, because in 2 weeks it's going to be game over. Because I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be focused.
That's right, family. So get yourself in position. This is the time to do it. I think it's smart. Right before every 90-day event. If you think, get out that thinking corner and get your little self in position and get ready to win. Well, we have a phenomenal leader on the call with us today. As I say, her and her husband are doing amazing things with Team at the Network, and they too will be at the big event in Las Vegas, Nevada. I know many of you are waiting to meet Chris and Shakena today. I can't wait to embrace Shakena. I met Chris Day at the East Coast Regional last year, but have not met Shakena yet. I'm looking forward to meeting this lady, because I've had some wonderful conversations with her, and she's gone to the call every Wednesday on some wonderful information that we just feed off of, knowledge that we need to know to stay healthy as we're growing wealthy. So let us welcome to the call, family, once again, Miss Shakena Day. Shakena, are you there?
I'm here. How are you doing?
I am doing great, young lady. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Well, I'm excited to have you on every Wednesday. I have my pen I have my paper. I'm ready to take notes. I'm in position. Go ahead, take the wheel and start driving, girl.
Okay, so today I'm just going to, bring to light a few things about diabetes and how vitamin D deficiency is associated with that. Diabetes basically is the 7th leading cause of death in the U.S. And type 2 diabetes is basically one of the leading causes, and it's increasing daily. People are getting diagnosed with type 2 diabetes consistently every day. And it's a lot of things that we can actually do to prevent that type 2 diabetes. And one thing is by exercising. If we try to implement a little exercising, like my husband says, a body is at rest stays at rest. So pretty much if you're always sedentary, then that's what you're going to want to do all the time. You're just going to want to sit. But the more you become active, the more your body enjoys that and begins to like that, to the point where you're wanting to move around more. You're wanting to be more active. And you start feeling more energetic. You can go throughout your day, a little longer without feeling tired and fatigued just by doing a little more exercise day by day. So basically what type 2 diabetes is basically the body cannot properly produce insulin or use the insulin. So you have glucose levels in your blood. When you eat certain things, your glucose levels may rise, or your sugar levels may rise in the blood, to the point where your insulin in your body is not reacting to that insulin, and your body is not bringing that glucose level down to where it should be to be stabled out. So that's why you have an increase of blood sugar within the body. So a key thing is there was a study done that associated that these scientists and doctors, they realized that type 2 diabetes is not only associated with obesity, but also vitamin D deficiency. And so once we realize that, okay, we may be deficient in so many different areas, we're not even aware. We just think that, okay, well, I'm overweight because whatever, I eat all these things, and then, I may have high blood pressure because I'm not eating the right things, or, but certain things, sometimes we have, certain deficiencies within the body to the point where we're not getting the adequate amount of nutrients that we need on a day-to-day basis so that our body can work efficiently and effectively. So one thing that we also have to do is, we have a great product that can help people who are vitamin D deficient. 77% of Americans are vitamin D deficient and have no idea. And I recommend everybody to go out, get your blood work done, on a consistent basis, even to the point where, if you're starting on the sprays, go ahead and get your blood work now. Go ahead and get it done. Find where your levels are, and then go back a few months later after spraying consistently month after month and see what your results are. I have a friend, who's a client of mine, and, she's been on the sprays, she's been eating right, exercising, all of those things. And, she actually was low in certain levels, as far as her protein levels were low. That was one thing that was low. She had high blood pressure, all of that, and she went to the doctor 2 days ago, and she's been on the sprays maybe about 2 months, maybe 2.5 months, something like that. And, she went to the doctor. The doctor said, "Oh, whatever you're doing, keep it up, because everything looks great. Everything looks wonderful." He was like, "I don't know what you're doing, but keep it up." And those are the type of results that you want. You want to actually have a product in your hand where you're actually seeing results. That's what you want. You want something. I don't want to spend money on anything to the point where I'm not getting results, because I feel like that's a waste. And with the 10 oil sprays, we actually have that because they're 98% absorbent. So you're absorbing 98 to 100% of what you're purchasing or what you're taking, so that is very, very important, and it should be important to everyone. Use something that you know that's going to work, and these sprays actually work, and we've seen that. People who suffer with so many different things, diabetes, their A1C levels dropping, their high blood pressure, they're no longer on, high blood pressure medications. People are losing weight with the Slim, and with the Slim, it actually targets those fat cells and tells your body to burn that fat cells. So all of those things, play a major part in having these products are awesome because they help you in so many different areas. A lot of times we take advantage or, of the simple things, and we don't realize, we just overlook, or, sometimes we also get to the point where it's basically what we want and not what we need, but a lot of times we have to think about, okay, what does my body need to work efficiently? What does my body need to fight off these different sicknesses and diseases and these free radicals that's occurring in the body, that's causing all of these ailments? What can I do to change that? And a lot of times we have to change how we are eating, because that plays a major role in, in the different ailments and diseases that's occurring within our bodies. What are we putting in our body? What are you putting in your body on a day-to-day basis? I challenge everybody, keep a diary of the things that you consume. If you start eating right, start writing things down. You know what I'm saying? Write down what you ate at what time or whatever the case may be. And then you'll start to see far as, okay, what did I eat that made me feel this way? What did I eat that made me feel tired and fatigued and, made me feel bloated or, just made me feel, didn't feel well? Those are the different things that you want to do. Write down, jot down. My thing is, it's cheaper for me to eat healthy than it is for me to eat unhealthy, so I'm going to spend more money on going out to eating all of these things that are not good for me versus eating something that's natural, eating something that contains one ingredient, those different types of things. We've gotten out of the day and age of, a lot of people don't cook because we're always on the go, but it's very important that we start getting back into those habits of cooking, because at least we know what's in the food that we're actually cooking, and then when we go to the grocery stores, try to buy organic things. Those are the things that you want to consume, because you want to make sure that you're not consuming all of these extra antibiotics or any other things that these farmers or manufacturers are putting in the foods, to prolong it, to make it look healthier. All of those things play a major part in the diseases and everything that's occurring. Have you noticed that there's been a rise in obesity, childhood obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, all of that, and it's because everything is changing into, we want everything that's quick, easy, instant, but a lot of times those aren't the things that's good for our bodies, so we also have to be aware of that. Be conscious of that. It's a mind thing. That's what I tell everybody. It's a mind thing. But once you get past that barrier and you start seeing results by changing what you eat, making sure you're exercising consistently, and then making sure you're supplementing with the vitamin sprays. I've had people that has had wonderful testimonies by using the sprays. In just a short period of time, they've seen results. And they've seen results because the product actually works. It actually works. So that's very powerful. That's major. The B boost helps with fatigue, depression, vision problems, high blood pressure, diabetes, all of that. Neurotransmitter function in the brain, cell energy. It also helps with, to reduce inflammation in the body. It helps recover, for muscle recovery after a workout. It also helps your immune system, stamina, gives you more energy. Also the Slim helps with, weight loss. If you're trying to reach, certain goals with losing inches, losing pounds, this can actually help. Along with eating the right things, so that goes hand in hand. The Super 10 helps with inflammation. It also helps with women who's going through menopause, who may be having hot flashes. It also, the 5-HTP in this product actually is a weight loss ingredient. So therefore it helps you boost your metabolism to actually lose the weight as well. And it also helps with the anxiety. It helps with inflammation. It helps with the aches and pains that you may be having in the body. So these products can help in so many different ways. You have no idea. Yesterday I was just going out my daily, errands and everything. And I was just passing out cards, passing out information to everyone that I saw because, as soon as we spark up a conversation, hi, how are you doing? Okay, boom. Here's my card. This is information regarding some healthy vitamin sprays, 98% absorbent, and these can actually help you, and they've helped a lot of people. Please contact me and we can discuss this further. Just that simple. And people, one of the ladies, we went out to eat the other day, and, the waitress, she was so nice. And I spoke with her, and she said she was having, she was glad because, she was having health issues at the time, and just by me taking the time out, taking 2 or 3 minutes just to speak with someone, you may not know who you may be reaching out to, somebody who may be in need of these products. It just takes you to step out and say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to let people know, about these products, how they can help you in so many ways, because it's so many people out there that we can reach. It's so many people out there that we can reach, and I'm so glad for this opportunity because it has helped me. It has helped my family. It has helped us financially, and it's not only a health benefit, but it's a financial benefit. And that's a good thing, to the point where you can create your own, you can have residual, and then you could actually help other people build theirs, build their own to the point where they're seeing residual income, and that's what it's about. It's about helping people. It's about reaching people. I'm a biologist. I work in the pharmaceutical industry, and that's what it's about. It's about helping people. I see all of these products that's being made, but it's all artificial. It's all synthetic products, and a lot of times we take things, but guess what? There's other risk factors by taking this product or by taking certain medications, that other risk factors and problems and symptoms may arise by taking this, so that's a problem. But with these sprays, it's all natural, so there's no other risk factors. You're not going to get, say you're taking something for headaches, that may cause headaches. And that's just like me. I went to the doctor because I was having migraines. And this was right before I started the sprays. I was having migraines and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't rest because I was having so many migraines. They were just so bad. And the doctor was like, okay, well, I don't know what's wrong. You look perfectly fine. You're healthy, all of that, to the point where, they called me back. I did blood work, but I requested for my vitamin D levels to be checked, and if I wouldn't have requested that, I wouldn't have known that my vitamin D levels were extremely low, So since I've been spraying, I haven't had a headache. I haven't had a migraine, and that's one thing that I can actually say, that these products work. Vitamin D deficiency can be associated with so many different things in the body, and I think that's one thing that issue that I was having. I was vitamin D deficient, was causing all of these imbalances in my brain. And then, I was having all this pain, these headaches, this tiredness and fatigue, so, that played a major part. But knowing that I have something in hand that can help me, that can help others that's going through the same problems. Don't give up on anything that you do. Keep going. That's what I always say, even my clients, whether it's you want to lose weight, keep going. Feed your body the right things that it needs in order to work properly and efficiently to the point where you're not causing more, damage to your body, because, what we consume plays a major part in that. But if we're consuming something that's going to help us, that's a major benefit. That's a major profit. Your health is your wealth. So you can have all the wealth in the world, but if you're not healthy, you know what I'm saying? You can die tomorrow and then your money's still going to be here. Your wealth is still going to be here, but health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? My health is important to me. And if you think about that, then you'll start changing the way you eat. You'll start changing what you do. You'll start making sure that you're taking care of your body. You'll start making sure that we're taking care of our children, making sure that we're not feeding them just anything, and that's a major point, because you don't want them to get in that same habit of eating the wrong things. And guess what? It's just going to be a continuous process to the point where they're going to start doing the same things for their children. But you want to start teaching them, okay, we have to eat things that are good for us. My 4-year-old says, I want to eat healthy. I don't want that. I want to eat something healthy. You know what she did one morning? I was like, oh, Kennedy, what do you want for breakfast? I want to eat healthy. You know what she did? She went and got her a bowl. She went and got her some fruit. She went and got her some strawberries. She went and got her apple, and she came back and got her a banana. And I've never seen her eat a banana. And that was the first time. Well, that was the first time, but that was the first time I've seen her eat a banana. But, just instilling that in them, children, they see a lot. They pay attention to a lot, even though you may not. They listen to a lot of things. So we want to be careful. What are we teaching our children? Are we teaching them to live a healthier lifestyle? Or are we teaching them bad habits that are gonna produce, childhood obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, all of those things? When you work out, it's not everything. If you want to lose weight, it's not going to be an overnight process. It's not going to happen overnight. If you're trying to gain muscle, you get toned, it's not going to happen overnight. It's a process, so you want to take it one day at a time. But, like I say, you don't ever want to give up. Consistency is the key, because as you keep going and going, it's going to get easier and easier and easier. And then it's going to become a habit, to the point where it's going to be, you're going to do it without thinking, without thinking about it. You're going to choose the right things without thinking about it, because you're going to know what your body likes, what your body enjoys, things of that. And I'm going to close with this, even when you work out, whatever you do, whether it's going out, when you're working on your business, building your empire, whatever the case may be, building your business, building your brand, starting up a business, losing weight, whatever it is, be consistent. Consistency is the key. Be consistent. And also, I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. So that's the key. Stop when you're done. Stop when you're done. Keep going. Keep motivation. Stay motivated. Surround yourself with people who's motivated, who speaks life into your situation, speaks life over to you. You want to also, continue that. You also want to speak positive into other people's lives, because it's power in the words that you speak. So, you are successful. You will be successful. You will make $22,000 a month within the next year. All of those. Keep strive for success. Thank you, Pastor McDowell.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow, Shakena Day, thank you so much, Sam. I know that you all saw that and got a lot out of that. I love the fact that you did bring everybody to awareness to diabetes. I mean, it's not like we don't know that diabetes is there. And so there's so many people, including children, that are dealing with diabetes. It's something, Shakena, that you would talk about that today, because Friday I teach this leadership class on Friday, and the director of the school where I was teaching this, he's actually a pastor, a bishop as well, and he wanted to speak with me. He briefly afterwards, and he said, he wanted to talk to me about one thing. Well, he ended up telling me about his health. One thing for sure, people will tell you about their health. And he said, I don't know if you know, but I was sick. I was rushed to the hospital, a few weeks ago, and found out that my sugar level was like 900. He said, I didn't even know I was sick. He said, they told me I was diabetic. He said, I had no idea. I didn't have any symptoms. He said, I did feel kind of dizzy and at times, and not himself. But here he was dealing with diabetes. And the thing about it, he said he had just gone through a thorough physical because he was applying for life insurance. And so he said he'd just gone through a thorough physical just a month ago. And he's wondering why his doctor didn't catch his sugar level being as high as it was, to the point where he actually ended up in the hospital. But he talked about the medication the doctors wanted to put him on because of where his sugar level was, and it was, metformin. And the doctor told him about the side effects of metformin. He says, well, I can't do that. I can't be on something that's going to give me that type of side effects. He says, well, when you get to that point, I have another prescription for that. And he says, well, this is not making sense. You're going to give me something that's going to make me worse, and you're going to give me something else that's going to make me worse. You're going to give me something else that's going to make, and I guess I have to keep treating each symptom. He said, no. He said, I tell you what, Doc. He said, I'll try your medication for, I think he has to be back in 30 days or 90 days, something like that, and see if he can get my levels in order. But I'm going to try to, do something different other than be on this medication. And, of course, it was the perfect opportunity to say, look, Dr. Hill, you need to get your vitamin D level checked. Because not once did he mention that he knew his vitamin D level or his B12 or anything. And you need to be, I'm telling you right now, we have some vitamin sprays. If you want to go back to your doctor in 30, 90 days, whatever it is, if you take this vitamin spray, I guarantee when you go back that your sugar level will not be where it was. And he said, well, you know what? He said, one of the ladies that he worked with, she's on my team. And she said, she gave me this vitamin D. She gave it to me. He said, so it really works. I said, if she gave it to you, it really works, and you need to start taking it. So diabetes is something, and like you said, it's the 7th leading cause of death. So family, everyone that's listening, I know that you know someone that's dealing with diabetes, and they're on the insulin or they're on metformin or whatever they're taking, but the vitamin D really does help. As Jesse Bowden, as Dr. Hemphill, as many, many folks that are part of our team that are taking vitamin D that has helped to get the diabetes within normal levels. And you said something about, Shakena, you talked about obesity, and folks that are obese, their vitamin D levels are low. We've heard Dr. Oz say because when you're overweight, the fat sucks up the vitamin D. So not only does the weight, put you in danger of diabetes, but if you are getting any type of vitamin D at all, the fat is sucking it up. So this is a great, wonderful topic. I know someone benefits from it today. I'm going to bring in Pastor Dale. Pastor Dale, you want to come in and have anything to share with that?
Shakena, I'm going to tell you, you just really laid this foundation so well. There's so many people that we are dealing with on a daily basis who, as you said, are so used to not moving, not doing anything, and that's all they're going to do. And not realizing that contributes even more to their, heart disease, overweight, diabetes. And if we can just get people up and moving, get people moving around. And that's why it's so important to get these meetings. Get them up. Get them off the couch. Get them to the TTPs. Get them to the Super Saturdays. Get them to the meetings. Start getting them moving because you want them to really start focusing on their health. And, we have great products and all of that can help. But we got to really encourage people to be active about pursuing their health. And I think, the information you gave us today was just phenomenal. Thanks. Wednesday is always a great time for me to just listen and hear and take notes. So you did a wonderful job. Can't wait to meet you guys in Las Vegas.
Great job. Wow, I love it. Well, family, let's go out to the UK, to Dr. Anita Poole, with our potent comments for today. Dr. Poole, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me okay, Denise?
Yes, we can. Dr. Poole, how are you?
I am good. Just got back from a networking event, and it was very interesting. And that was a great call, Shakena. Yeah, diabetes is so incredibly important, and we have sprays. We don't claim to treat, cure, or prevent any particular disorder, but we already have loads and loads of testimonials of people with diabetes, high blood pressure, overweight, not feeling too good, basically, and they've improved with the TEN sprays. So, absolutely great call, Shakena. And, we're hearing over and over again with our testimonials that the doctors are saying to people, I don't know what you're doing, but you best keep it up. I mean, I think that's almost turning into a team strap line, basically, and a TN global family strap line, because the doctors are just so amazed at how people are improving, for example, with diabetes, as well as many other disorders. And they're just saying, don't know what you're doing, but keep it up. So, absolutely incredible. And of course, when you look at the 90% absorption rate and you compare it to only 10% absorption rate of a tablet or capsule or pill, and you look at the cost of that tablet, and you think, well, actually, if somebody says to you, oh, I'm not sure if I have the money for this, or, I'm not sure about the price, or whatever it is, just point out to them that what they're taking at the moment, if they're taking any supplements, they're going to be taking it by capsules, tablets, pills, and they're only getting a 10% absorption rate. So the real cost of those tablets, pills, capsules is at least 9 to 10 times more if you look at the dose, what they're really absorbing, and what they're really paying. So comparatively, our TEN sprays with a 90% absorption rate at the price it is, at the quality it is, and the fact that they can even make money on it, my goodness, it's completely a win-win situation. And, I loved what Shakena was saying about think about what you're putting into your body today. The nutrition that we put into our bodies on a daily basis matters. The body, most cells in the body are constantly regenerating. They're just regenerating at a different rate, basically. I mentioned on one of the calls a few months ago, for example, the stomach lining takes about 5 days. The cells in the stomach lining are constantly being replaced. Your platelets in your blood, about 10 days. Your skin, your hair, 30 days. Your liver, about 45 days. Your bladder, about 50 days. Your brain, such an important, organ, 60 days. It means literally there's a new cell forming about every 60 days, basically. The old one is being got rid of through the waste, through the intestine, and the new one is generating. Your bone, a bit longer, 90 days the cells take there. Your red blood cells, about 120 days. And worst of all, though, fat. Fat cells take between 7 and 10 years. That's why it's so difficult. Once you put fat cells on, it's so difficult to get rid of them, basically. Now, why does nutrition matter to all of that? Because the way you make your cells is literally your key prime ingredients to make cells is vitamins, minerals, and protein. So your nutrition that you put into your body on a daily basis is actually mattering to every single cell in your body, and there's regeneration of every single cell. Now, it's even more important if you have any disorder, if you're overweight, if you're just feeling a bit lethargic, if you don't have a healthy lifestyle, then it's even more important because what the cells are using to regenerate, you want to produce healthy cells, basically. So, the worse you feel, the healthier your cells need to regenerate. That's how important nutrition is. And, of course, we've got fantastic nutritional oral sprays. And, another thing that Shakena mentioned is good home cooking, basically. The marketing that's been put around convenience foods is so cool, it's so hype, it's so misleading, because often it's not really convenient to buy processed food, to buy junk food, or to buy convenient food. It's actually really faster to just buy ordinary, natural food, meat, chicken, eggs, milk, fruit, vegetables, some things like rice, grains, natural carbohydrates, basically, and just very quickly cook them. It actually only takes, for example, vegetables. They don't actually take long to cook. It's worse to cook them for long because you lose a lot of the nutrition if you cook them for long. If you actually just cook them for 1 minute or 30 seconds, you retain the nutrition in there. So the whole hype around convenience is making people fat. That's it in a nutshell. Convenience is making people obese. Convenience is making people unwell. Convenience is making people have diabetes. I mean, I can't spell it out, as more bluntly than that. But what convenience food are actually really doing is it's making certain people rich. Corporates, city traders, shareholders, and it's making other people unwell, obese, diabetic, high blood pressure, inflammatory disorders, chronic disorders, and of course, diabetes and obesity have actually been linked to inflammation. If you look at the Vitamin D Council, you can see a lot about inflammation there, and that includes diabetes and it includes obesity. I mentioned at the beginning of this week the statistic: a third of the kids in the UK are obese. In fact, I looked up that statistic again. It's not just the UK. A third of the children in the USA are obese or overweight. A third of the children globally are overweight or obese, and 2/3 of adults. I mean, that's a shocking statistic. And of course, the rate of diabetes is going up alongside of that. Even in school, there's less sport going on in schools because of cutbacks of funding. Years ago, when, the older generation were growing up, they were actually taught cooking in schools. Now that's been done away with because of funding. There's a greater emphasis put on IT, but actually, if you look at it, what helps to make people well? It's sport and it's good nutrition, not IT. IT may help people work faster, but it has to be balanced. So, it's very, very important that we educate people of what's really going on around the world. And it's marvelous hearing from somebody like Shakena, who's got such a fantastic background, both in nutrition, in sport, in biology, in pharmaceuticals, etc. And the example that she gave actually of going to the doctor for something for headaches and being given drugs that actually caused headaches, that's a classic example. Drugs do have a lot of side effects. And in fact, I was speaking to somebody yesterday who talked to me about their sinus problems that they had had chronically for many, many years, had got various pills from their doctor. It had actually made them worse. They'd come off it. They had seen the things that I'd been putting on Facebook. In fact, it's a family member of mine. They rang me up and said, I want to try this. This is what's happening to me. I think what you've got there is going to help. They didn't just take one tube. They took 8 tubes in one go because they believed so much in the testimonials that, are already out on Facebook, out on the internet, and the stories of how people are improving. So, definitely, folks, if we can be looking at, for example, the Mars One project, is currently going on to shortlist colonists, people to go out there and create a colony starting 2024, which is not that far away. If we can be looking at something like that, surely, folks, we can be looking at having a greater consideration to our personal nutrition and helping other people have a greater consideration to their personal nutrition and helping them with the TEN sprays. So, what Shakena's been saying about health and wealth is so incredibly important. Reba McIntyre said, all the money in the world can't buy you back good health. But you know what, folks? With the TEN sprays, we can earn the money and we can have good health. Denise is a great, great example of that. We heard her heart-rending story about her sarcoidosis and consequent asthma that she'd struggled with for 25 years, basically. That must have been so debilitating. She had been on all sorts of different types of treatments, severe treatments, being considered for a lung transplant. And there she is, just over a year on the TEN sprays, and now she's free of her sarcoidosis. But you know what? She's also earning well with TEN. And you know, the combination of earning money and having great nutrition, that's a great winning formula for health, because money relieves stress and nutrition relieves stress on the body. So Kat Cora said, I believe that parents need to make nutrition education a priority in their home environment. It's crucial for good health and longevity to instill in your children sound eating habits from an early age. And that's exactly what Shakena was describing with her children. So lastly, P.T. Barnum said, the foundation of success in life is good health. That is the substratum fortune. It's also the basis of happiness. He went on to say, a person can't accumulate a fortune very well when he's sick. But you know, folks, with us, it's actually possible to accumulate a fortune even if a person's sick, because we can turn that sickness into possible good health through the TEN sprays and relieve the stress through wealth. And that person's story of going from unwell to well and wealthy creates greater success, relieves more stress, and creates more stories. So we've got something absolutely winning here. It's not light, but we call it Win with 10. I mean, these strap lines are even being copied by other companies. So that tells you how great this company is. Back to you, Denise, Dale, and Shakena.
Thank you, Dr. Nita Poole. Thank you for bringing us that information. And once again, thank you, Shakena Day, for just educating us on the vitamin sprays. And I love when you said our products work. The vitamin sprays work, family. They work, and you want something that works. Pastor Joe, do you have anything to say before we close out?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Great job, Dr. Nita Poole from the UK. Looking forward to seeing everybody this weekend. Don't forget, we just one more day tomorrow to reserve your rooms for the hotel in Las Vegas. We got about 3 rooms left, guys, so get out there and get it done. All right, back to you, Pastor D.
That's it, family. See everyone at the Greenbelt Marriott here on the East Coast and the surrounding region this coming Saturday, 11 o'clock a.m. Be there early for those who want to participate in the breakfast that we're going to provide, but that breakfast is only going to be for the early ones, so the early bird gets the biscuit. She'll be there early.
Oh, yeah.
Great job.
Well, Kevin Vaughn just texted me and told me he's in Las Vegas. He has a hotel room. If you got any men, he got 2 more spots in his hotel room where people can stay and help cut the cost. So if you got anybody that trying to cut save money, they can room up with Kevin Vaughn, 1-star Kevin Vaughn. All right.
Wow. Thank you, Kevin. So you heard that. Let's see, that was for somebody who held on to this call till the end. You want to get to Vegas, but you just don't have the money for a hotel. Kevin Vaughn is offering you at least 2. I think 2. Is it just 2, Pastor Dale? 2 men, not 2 ladies. Not 2 men.
Yeah, not 2 ladies. Yeah, 2 men.
2 men to room with him in Las Vegas. Now, y'all better reach Kevin Vaughn as best you can. I'm going to tell you, just reach out to him on Facebook, however you know how, get in touch with him, and go ahead and say, Kevin, you saved me a spot. So be there. Well, family, it's been a great call. Be back on the call tomorrow morning to hear more great things about what's happening here in Team Up the Network. Again, Shakena Day, thank you so very much. We appreciate you so much, lady. Family, you're loved. You're appreciated. God bless you all. Now go out there and share. Get off this phone. Take this excitement, this passion, and call someone that you've been trying to get in and share what you just heard. Be back with us tomorrow. And I love you guys. God bless you all. Have a blessed day on purpose. Mwah.